Hello, how are you all doing? My kitchen's on the move. Mike's been moving it. So we're moving into here. Are you centering the HP sauce?
No, wait, I haven't fastened the top shelf so it can wobble forward. Well, it can't now, but again it proves that top shelves need moving up, doesn't it? Because you can't get a large bottle of HP sauce in.
I wouldn't put my sauce on those.
No, I'm just saying it was a joke. I've nearly finished moving here.
Alright.
And then I've got a little bit of a workshop in here.
Yeah, we're swapping. Mike's moving into here now. So all his tools and stuff all get stored in here. So we'll shut the door on him and let him do what he needs to do. So Mike did say he was having 3 days off. After a day got bored and he decided to do the plastering. But he's doing a really good job. So all of the little portals that he called them, they've all been done. We've still got, I need to sort of scrub the ceiling of those little bits. And then get tidied up. I've just been having a good bit of a sweep and a clean. I start putting everything where I need it. Phone keeps ringing, pinging, and doorbell keeps going. But these have turned up. Where's Mike put them?
Shelf left hand side as you look at the chimney breast.
Right. Yeah. That's my paint to make a chalkboard, and some chalks, liquid chalk markers. Never seen them before. Anyway, thank you to my subscriber who recommended this, said it was really good. So that was £8. I think they were £7, and buying the blackboard size that I wanted would have been £40. So that was quite a good saving. I think it was Abacus. Was it Abacus that recommended it? I'll have to check. Well, thank you anyway, whoever it was. Next up, my blind has arrived. Yay! So I've got my messy workstation. I've got the window to finish cleaning and scrub the paint off, and Mike wants to do a bit of beading because it's such a bad wall, a bad area, bad frame, just to tidy it up. So that we'll do that before we put the blind up. Hopefully it's an easy job. Can we have a drum roll, please? I'm about to light up the new cooker. Boil some potatoes. Okay, are we ready? I'm using that one, which is that one. In 3, 2, 1. Ah, look at that. We have gas. We've got gas. We're cooking on gas. Oh, I need some new pans. Right, Mike's having corned beef and potatoes, which is his favourite at the moment. The chalkboard paint, it was Karen Leslie's idea. So thank you, Karen Leslie. I looked back. It would have driven me mad. So I looked back. So thank you. You've just saved me, well, nearly £20. £24. Okay. I am working on finishing the kitchen design video. It's been difficult because we've changed our mind about the kitchen. I don't know how many times, and I didn't want to order anything because seriously we've just gone round in circles about it. So I'll discuss all of that on the kitchen design video, which take a little bit of doing, but I am getting excited about it now because we're going with DIY kitchens, and I've heard some good things about them, but then one of my subscribers, Doreen, it's definitely Doreen, she's had a DIY kitchen for 8 years and it's as new and she absolutely loves it. Really good quality, and of course they're not cheap. Not cheap, cheap's the wrong word. They're really good value, really good price, because there's no middleman. They cut out the middleman. But anyway, I'll discuss all of that on the next on the kitchen design video. Okay, I better get on with Mike's tea. It's Wednesday. It's a big day. Well, it is for me anyway. It's the little things. I'm putting the blind up. I've just cleaned the window, got that ready, and then I've got to unpack my blind. And then I'm free to potter around in here in the morning in my knickknacks without scaring the neighbours. I would have liked to have put this up myself because Mike's really busy, but it's too big. It's too big for me to do by myself. And looking at this, I don't have a clue anyway. I don't have a clue. Don't know. Does it come with instructions? No, I don't even know what they are. Something that goes on the end, maybe. Hang on. No. No instructions, so I guess you're supposed to just assume that we know how to put a blind up. Well, I might do, but what's wrong then? What's that? What's that? What's that? Oh no. He's having his dinner, and then he's got 1 o'clock with the student, and then we'll do it then. We'll get it up, and then I'll show you. I'll show you my new blind. I'm warm already. Right, I found the instructions. You download them online, so I've got the instructions. So because it's going into a recess, there's a step that you do first. So I have to put the pelmet on first before, and these bits before we hang it. So that's something I can do. So I can make myself useful while Mike's busy. So I need some gubbins. Have a look. What gubbins do I need? Oh, I think it's those. Hang on. So they've sent these, which it says that they're the end panels. They're mitered to fit on the end. But because it's going in the recess, I shouldn't really have them. So I'm going to ignore them. But anyway, I can't do it particularly because you've got to screw them. You've got to screw them in. So I've got my gubbins. Sorry, I've got my thingy bobs. This is what I need. I don't need them now because that would go with those. And I think it's 2 of those. So that goes onto there. And twists around, and then you've got to screw those in. So that means a drill, which I can't do. Well, I can, but only under supervision. Only under adult supervision. So I'll have to wait. Not to worry. I just thought I'd try and help him out a little bit, but no, don't matter. No, I'm not getting it. I'm not getting it because right. It says that there's 2 screws going there. Well, the smallest screw we've got is those, but look at the length of those, and then if you screw into there, it's going to come out there, and that's the outside pelmet. And there aren't any other screws. That's it. I don't get it. I don't get it.
There's Cheryl putting a blind up with her £5 t-shirt on from charity shop.
I know, what a find. I'm doing that there.
That's it. I have real trouble doing things like this with my tremor, but I've always got a Cheryl.
Everybody needs a mic though. Everyone needs a mic. And to think I tried to sell you on eBay.
50p? No, I didn't even get 50p.
Well, I didn't put a reserve on. I didn't get an offer.
No, and I was younger then. Anyway.
It's up. It actually wasn't easy. And it's because the window frame is just so off and unlevel. But anyway, it's up. That's all that matters. So, how do we... No, hang on. There. Done. I've got privacy. Here we go. They're smart. I like them. I like them a lot. They're only plastic on the ends. This is blinds to go. On my ones in the apartment, the end bits were wooden. I think. Yeah, they were wooden. But not to worry. They're up. They're on. Yeah. So what you do is you give them the exact measurements with it being in a recess, and then they give or take 10 mil for fitting. But the pelmet was a little bit, well, it was too tight. It wouldn't go in properly. So we had to shave off just a little sliver just to get it to go in. And now it's nice and snug. So I'm happy with that. Ooh. Right, Willow's ready for a walk. It's Friday. It's been another busy week, but it's Friday, so it's okay. Everything's okay. We're fine. Everything's fine. Just going to try and tidy up today, ready for the weekend so we can crack on. Mike has been up to stuff, always looking for a shed at the moment.
Looking, I was looking. I see.
I'm going to show him your paneling.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, why not? Why not? Well, this is what Mike's been up to. So he's finished the paneling. So he's measured it so that this here will go under the worktop. So units plus worktop would be 900. So we've got 3 centimetres to play with for the worktop. And then, of course, the legs are adjustable. So if there's uneven floors, and just make adjustments where we need to. So that's what Mike's been doing. I like it. I like it. He also had a thing about the shelving being too narrow, too close together. So he's moved the top one up, and now he's happy with that. I've got to find out from the kitchen company if we can have a pot of paint in the colour of our unit choice, which I must finish that kitchen video. I must. It looks like the door samples have arrived though, so I'm going to get those out and we'll have a look at them. That's the company that we're going with. Really excited. So the samples are free. I got 3 free samples, 3 different colours, because I know which kitchen I want, the shaker style kitchen, but I can't decide on the colour. So I thought if I get them and put them in different light, they do suggest to daylight, and also it is a dark kitchen, so I'm going to get them in there and see what the colour actually looks like in that room. Right, I'll unpack them. What is it, Willow? What have we got? What have we got here? they're really nicely packaged. Each separate one in its own box. I know you want to rip up the cardboard, don't you, Willow? Yeah. Right, so I think that one is the Dove Grey, which is probably my favourite. Yes, it is. So that's the kitchen. Clayton Dove Grey. Oh gosh, I mean that's a decent sized sample. What else we got? I'm sticking with pale colours. You'll see this on the kitchen design video, the full set, the full kitchen. I'm keeping it pale because, well, for obvious reasons, it is too dark in there. Oh, now then, they've sent me a different kitchen door there. So it is definitely the Clayton, but there is a cashmere colour, so that's cashmere. It's actually quite nice, that. Hang on, they've left me a little note. Clayton cashmere out of stock. Oops. We're really sorry. Well, it doesn't matter. I only wanted to see the colour, and I can see the door there. So that's okay. So this one will be the alabaster colour. Very neutral, sort of like almost a magnolia. Yes, so those are them. I'm gonna put them in the kitchen, see what they look like in a different light. But so far, I think it might be the Dove Grey. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, why are you crying? Why you cry? Are you ready for a walk?
Sure will be.
Let me just do this little job and then we'll go out. Good girl. Difficult to tell with it being unnatural light in here. And those light bulbs are terrible. When we get our proper lighting, we'll have daylight. Actually, the alabaster is probably going to work better. The alabaster, I think.
What colour's alabaster?
The middle one.
Oh, the middle white.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
that. I did like the Dove Grey, but now in here, I'm glad I ordered them. The samples, because cashmere don't like it now, not in here. Don't like it. But the Clayton alabaster, I think that. What do you think?
Well, you've got your worktops to think about, and they're quite light, aren't they? And your wall colour.
Well, I mean, they're all neutral.
Yeah. And what you're trying to do is find the perfect light. Just put the just put it down on top of that on here.
Excuse the mess. Okay. Yeah. I mean, that'll be varnished, won't it? So.
It'll be slightly darker, you varnish.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, you've got different sort of lighting that you're putting up, but I mean, having said that, how much will it matter? That'll be a nice light. What kitchen do you want? Do you want it light in here?
Yeah.
I'll go for that one then, because they're both dark, aren't they?
Well, they're not dark, but...
Well, they're not going to reflect much light. I'm not sure. Gosh, they're heavy. I mean, that's the actual size. The finish is nice. I mean, you see, what colours are you going to paint in here? You know. But I think that one's your best one. Myself. It's not white, is it? You can't have white.
No.
Not in a kitchen, I don't think, unless you're not going to use the kitchen. So, and what's it like against your stainless steel? And Where's my biscuits?
In the biscuit tin.
And a nice cup of tea here with that cake happening to me.
Cup of tea. I'll put kettle on. Hang on. He's got his cup of tea. He's got his biscuits. He's happy. And Willow's got a biscuit. Oh, it's like Yorkshire Tea Central in here. Right. On the subject of the dark kitchen, we're having a word with the builder. He couldn't come this week. He's coming next week because the job that he was doing turned out to be uncovered some stuff, and it turned out to be a bigger job. But anyway, we were thinking about making the conservatory flow into the kitchen a bit better. So the way that we would look to do that, again, we're going to talk to the builder about it, is to take out these double doors. Take these out. Obviously the fridge isn't going to be there. That is blocking a lot of light, but the conservatory takes up all the light. It just soaks it all up and doesn't seem to let much into there. But we thought, well, if we take these doors out, just give it a little bit more flow and bring the floor up, because there's lots of room there, there's lots of headspace, so we can do it. Bring the floor up level with the kitchen floor, so all of this frame will be gone and it will just come out onto the conservatory. And then we would have to look at getting these doors replaced, because obviously they'd need to be shorter, and not have the slidey doors, have some really nice patio doors instead. So we'd get them fitted. So that's an idea. Need to talk to the builder, but also would need some advice from obviously door and window fitters for them to come through and see what they think. So that's the idea for making the kitchen flow a little bit better into here, because this is where we'll eat. So we'll have we're getting a new dining table. That's from the apartment in Scarborough, and it's massive. We don't need that anymore. It didn't look massive in the flat because it was a huge room. It swallowed it. But here, obviously, it's too big. And there's only the two of us. Maximum, we might have a third person come and eat with us. We're not one for doing big family dinners. No one wants to eat my cooking anyway. No, I'm kidding. I'm not that bad. But yeah, so we'll have a much smaller table in here, and it'll become a bit more relaxed, I think, if we do that. I was at the flooring place where we've been getting our carpets from yesterday, and I had a good look through their kitchen flooring, and I want something, because the tiles are really cold, and that's cold as well, and Willow slides around like mad on it. So I wanted to get some really good soft cushioned vinyl that has sort of a little bit of they all seem to have like a texture on top, so Willow won't be skidding around on it. So that's the plan for that. Next up is my Hoover isn't working, so let's just turn this light on. My Hoover's broken. So what it's doing, it's under there, under the stairs. There. So that's a Bissell. And I think all the construction work and everything we've been doing has just been a little bit too much for it. But the reason I got that in the flat, and it was because we had 3 flights of stairs to Hoover in the communal area, and that one sits nicely on the stairs. And what I had at the time was a Henry. Now Henry, you can't go wrong with them. There's nothing to go wrong. They're so simple. They do what they're supposed to do, which is vacuum up muck. But they're really awkward on the stairs. And, well, for 3 flights of stairs anyway. But I really liked my Henry, so I bought another one. I bought one. So I've got a Henry. So that's arrived. And I'm going to unpack that and get that going. And then the old one will go in the tip. What it's doing is it's it's hoovering, sucking it all up, and then as soon as you turn the hoover off, it just spits it all back out. So you end up with all your muck back in a pile. We've unblocked it, I don't know how many times, cleaned the filters, it's had it, and it's past its warranty. I think that the problem is with hoovers, the more complicated they are, the more likely they are, there's more to go wrong with them. Whereas a Henry is just so simple. It's such a simple design. I mean, I've had Dysons, I've had some really expensive hoovers, and at the end of the day, none of them have, they've all failed eventually, apart from my Henry that I had, which I gave away. So, yeah, I would be interested in comments from you about hoovers, what you found works for you. Do you have a Henry? Are you in the Henry Club? I've got somebody at my feet who was desperately wanting to go out, so I best just stop now because she's looking all upset because you want a bit of attention, don't you, sweetheart? I know. Willow boop. Good girl. Come on, I'll get my boots on and we'll go for a walk. I have a feeling one of you is going to say vacuum, not hoover. Always use the term hoover. I don't know why, it was just get the hoover out. Always said that. But anyway, if you want the term vacuum.
These are the, you won't even see because I can't hold them steady, but you can see tiny screws, but they're a bit special. They're self-cutting, which means I don't have to pallet drill, but you have to go in. What I do have to do is to just rebate them a little bit so that the heads don't show, so I can fill them. So everything on here has been glued, but sort of putting these tiny screws in anyway, so they won't move. What colour will you paint this?
I'd like to try and get the same colour as my unit.
Yeah. That didn't work. Yeah, I think so. I guess the problem when you paint things white, they've really gotta be properly painted, but really prepped well. But if you can put a colour on, it tends to hide some of the imperfections. That's it, I think. I don't know how many I've put in there, a lot. I've just got to get them sticky labels off. That's it, that can be painted now and then filled and then sanded. I've done the top bit, just want sanding. So
get quite a few attachments with it. It's a lot more than what I remember. It's always knowing where to put the attachments. I need a bag. In fact, I think I've got a bag somewhere. It's just the main head. Right, I'm going to have to order some of those. Hello, Henry. Oh, there he is. Hello, welcome to our home, Henry. It's a mess. You'll love it. Already comes with a bag in it, so that's good. So I've got a spare to see me through. And that's it. Simple, no fancy stuff. Just something that does what it's supposed to do. Just had to open the door for Mike. You look a bit dusty.
Well, it is dusty, but it's clearing now, thank God. So, where I plastered those portals back, I've just sanded them off a bit. It's caused a mess, but I'm hoping we'll put some emulsion on and just see if it's good enough. Probably need a little bit of filler and then another emulsion, of course.
Yeah.
Oh, that's blown out nice. Just leave that 5 minutes. Yeah, just.
We had a little accident. Mike had a little accident with a tin of paint. Cleaned it all up. Look at his shoes, his trainers. So, yeah. He was covered. His pants are in that bucket along with his top. He was just blathered. So the dustpan, I'm going to have to get another dustpan and brush. So you're just scooping it up in a dustpan. So, yeah. We're going to cover these walls anyway. That all got splashed up. These are going to be covered in I think Mike said it was an insulated plasterboard. So yeah, because I'm not keen on the open brick. Oh well, nobody died. Right, so kitchen. He's been testing the ceiling, sanding it, and then putting some emulsion on to see what it looks like. Because if we can get away with not having to have it replastered, then we will do. So far it looks good. It looks like it's going to be okay. So fingers crossed. We should have this whole kitchen all papered and emulsioned in white. I'm nearly ready to order my cabinets. I'm a bit nervous. Really nervous actually. I just hope, because we've been round in circles and we've changed our minds so many times about the kitchen. I'm kind of thinking, have we made the right decision? Have we done it right? Is it the right one? I don't mean the type of kitchen. I mean the units and where they're going and how it's going to be set up. But I'm going to sit down. I'm going to sort myself out in morning, do my hair, slap some makeup on, and I am going to do my kitchen design video because it's going to end up being out of date. So I've already done the software video. I just need to do the introduction and then the ending. And yeah, there's a lot changed on it, but it's still nice to show you the process that I've been through with the software that I've used to design it and how it's sort of going to look. You'll get the gist. I've got another try on coming up. I've yet to order the boots. I'm doing boots, and it's because of these. I'll just show you my beloved Skechers. These are so comfy. I can walk for miles in them, but they have had it a little bit. I walk Willow in them every morning and they're nice and snug and warm. But there comes a point where you've got to say goodbye to your Skechers. I will order quite a few different brands, but I am a fan of Skechers. Can't help it. They're always so comfy. But I'll do a try on anyway. Let you know when that's coming up. Well, we're cracking on again. It's Saturday and we're in the kitchen. So we're just lining the walls again, second lining layer. And I'm doing some protectors for the shelving, so I'm just cutting out and then we're going to masking them.
Masking them?
Masking them.
Tape them. Tape. Only because you're going to have a lot of emulsion flying about.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure I heard you say you wanted to varnish these.
Yeah.
Well, you really will have to protect them. You know, all the way around. This don't matter, but you need to tape it anyway, but this don't matter because it's got the front to go on.
Yeah, okay. Alright, I'll crack on. I'm just deciding how big I want the board, my blackboard. But Mike's going to show me how to measure up. So, a subscriber who suggested the paint, what she did was she did the size that she wanted, painted it with a roller, and then her husband built her a frame around it. So that's what we're going to do. I'm copying.
I don't think glass took that.
So if that's my first corner, then I do the same down here.
Yeah, just in the first instance, put this on in each corner and mark your square.
Yeah.
In each one.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the first thing. Good girl, Whitnell. Oh, if you laid there and shut your door.
Has she got a chair?
Yep.
So then I measure between corner and corner.
Once you've got your corners in.
I have.
Yeah. So get your tape.
So that is 36. 36 and a bit.
Yeah.
And that is exactly 36.
Right. So ignore your bit.
Ignore the bit.
Yeah, it's not worth worrying about. Which means also that the timber work I did is pretty good, you know. So the thing to do now, get your frog tape. This is £8 a roll.
What's that mean?
It means what I would do thinking about your camera that's behind you, but run it down a little bit over, because then you can get your sharp knife and cut it off, can't you? So make sure your lines go past so you can see it on your property. You'll see. Good. Stop it. No, I was getting up. I was doing it on fully getting up.
On fully.
I'm on his spray.
Yeah.
What is you doing? Falling?
Nearly.
Oh, times I nearly fall, but it is a warning to you.
Rolling, rolling, rolling.
Mm-hmm. But
I can't believe how well the ceiling's turning out.
no, it's better than, well, better than I thought. Shall we have dinner and then it's done?
Yeah.
And I'll just finish putting this on. Quite rich. Oh. See where it just needs sanding round here, so that's not bad. Bit of sand, bit of fill, same over there.
Yeah.
Shall I just go over that MDF stuff?
Yeah.
So, MDF. So I made this paneling out of MDF, and it's 2 sheets attached to the wall, screwed, glued, and then I made the strips, cut them out with more MDF, 4-inch at the bottom and the top, and then 3-inch sort of strips to make the panels. MDF's quite cheap. Well, you think it is. MDF, it's easy to cut and easy to fasten and glue. But then you get to this point. Now this is crown undercoat and primer. And it's about £20 a tin, I guess. And we'll use a tin just on this, a full tin of undercoat. And what you need with it is a method. So, wherever I fastened the MDF with screws, I've countersunk the heads so that they go into the MDF, and then I can fill them. And I've filled them with wood filler, proper wood filler, and used my flat filler knife. It's very sharp, flat. And I'm painting away. And what I've noticed, they need filling again. Even though I've done them and I thought that's flat. So I don't know if the filler's shrunk, which it might have done. Remembering I put paint on first and then filled it, you know. So it didn't shrink too much. Anyway, it has. So they're going to need filling again, but I'm going to use white filler next time on this next run. And what you need is a method for painting this. So what I've found is if I get a brush, and first of all your last coat must be dry. This is how I do it. Must be dry. And then I'll put on, fill all the edges first. Just a light coat. So do that, and then do a coat sort of for the panel. And you can put that on quite liberally and don't worry about it too much. Like that, like that. I'm doing this quickly just to show you. And then get one of these little rollers, which are really good, and then just go down them like this. And that sort of takes all the brush strokes out. But what you'll notice is that you catch the edge. And what you don't want is gluey paint, or gluey paint finish. So you have to get your brush again and just take off the excess on the edges. Like that. So that panel now has had 5 coats. And I can still see it needs at least another 2 of undercoat. MDF sort of drinks it in, doesn't it? It's a medium density fiberboard. So anyway, the fibers just pull it in. Anyway, that's how I'm doing it. I've got this panel in the top to do. Cheryl's masked off blackboard area. This is for the spice racks here. So it'll be painted, it'll be finished. Obviously we're not leaving it white. I know Cheryl's going to choose a colour which will be somewhat like her kitchen, but
I don't know if I'm going for the alabaster, same as the kitchen, or if I'm going to go for a grey.
yeah, I think grey will look nice, nice contrast. And the thing with white, when you paint anything white, it's unforgiving. It shows every bad shadow and imperfection. Whereas if you put a slightly dark on, like grey, you can live with it easier, you know. MDF does tend to fluff where you cut an edge. Even if you sand it, and you should wear a mask with MDF, but it does tend to fluff. Professional painters and decorators will have their own proven method of getting over that. For me, it's about putting light coats of paint on and building it up. Anyway, I thought I'd show you that.
Thank you.
We've only got 1,000 jobs ahead of us in about the next 3-4 months, I think. But we're doing okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about these windows?
Well, I don't really understand what. Yeah, you do that.
Well, no, I mean,
Well, I don't understand when you talk about headers and lintels.
no. What we're thinking, the kitchen's quite large kitchen now, or will be when we get it fitted. But we don't like these doors here. And we're thinking of the builder taking them out for us. It is something I would normally do. But anyway, I'll show you why we're not going to do that. But as you can see, it's a frame with a sliding door. And it works well, which is unusual. But I'll show you outside here and why I don't want to do this job myself. So, above the windows you can see there's some bricks that are stood on end. Soldier bricks, they're sometimes referred to. And they, above them is 2 or 3 courses of bricks. And then just above that there's some guttering, and it's to a small roof like that. Now what I don't know, because we're finding all sorts of bad workmanship as we strip things out, but I'm worried that when they put these doors in, and the conservatory, either or, but anyway, that those soldier bricks there which go through are actually sat on the frame of these doors. So when we take the doors out, the headers will move, and then they'll be taken down, which means the courses above them as well, lintel putting in, and then rebuilding. I don't want to do that. And there's something else, is that you can see the conservatory is attached to that wall. So I don't want to be messing about with that. It's something for a builder to do. I think that's what I'm saying. It's not for me to do. I don't think there's any danger of anything collapsing, but it wants doing properly. Yeah. Anyway, I thought we'd show you that as well. There you go.
Shall I do your dinner?
Yes, please. Yeah. And yeah, you can, yeah. So what I'm keeping in mind is that there's stuff in the garage that I want to go in the shed. There might even be stuff in storage, so I'm going for something around 7x5, 6x6. So if we put it over here, and I don't know what that was knocking that up to see if that was the manhole for these drains that are being fixed. Might well be, but if the shed goes here, that's 6 foot, right?
Yeah.
And if I get one, and if I put it over here, that's 6 foot. So you can see there's room to go through here, but that's a 6x6 shed. That's no good, is it?
No. But I mean, you've got room to move it back a bit, haven't you?
No, over there.
No, that way.
Well, yeah, but that I'd have to shift it right over here, and then there's no room here. That's the problem, and it won't fit in there, I don't think. I mean, I'll try it. If you imagine it goes up against there, no, it won't matter.
No.
Because it only leaves that. And I could get something that's 4 foot. Just leave that if it's 4 foot.
Yeah. Is that going to be big enough though?
Well, it would have to be longer.
Right.
And so if it was longer, let's say it was 8 before. There-ish. That's not bad, is it? And what we said was we'd quite like it there, didn't we?
Yeah.
So that's about 8 before.
Yeah.
And it'll hide that bit of the garage, won't it? That's wide enough, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean that brick, that drain's coming out anyway, isn't it? That brick.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said you were gonna. Take that out and have it flat to the floor.
I don't ever remember saying that, but I mean it can be silted, so it looks better than that. I could do that. I think it'll go there. Maybe 6. No bigger than 8 before, I mean. There. Now the other place is over there. So that's 6, 7, 8 down there. So that I can go 8 foot by 6 foot. Leaves that there. But we're not going to gain this. You know, I mean, to do this in grass and soil can be done. It's a big job. I reckon there's about 3 tons of this, and we'd need at least 3 ton of topsoil in here, you know, plus down here and where you stood. I reckon there'd be about 10 ton of topsoil. So we've got to think about that, but the shed will go there. The problem with going down here, let me show you. Oh. So if I get some at 6 foot, this is what you're up against. Let's say there. Right. You can't get into there at all. Now, I'm not bothered, because I can't garden that, you know. So that's 6 foot, that lot will be gone. Do you see what I mean? But it does, and then it comes out this way to that post. That's an 8x6 to this post here. Do you see? Like that.
Yeah.
Big shed, but you lose that. And what I can garden is here, whatever that might mean.
I think that's the better option, you know.
Which one? Because we've just gone over
This last one.
that one.
Yeah.
So well, I'll get a 6x6 shed to go in there then. 6 foot by 6 foot. We'll lose the end bit. We're taking the tree down. We'll lose the end bit, so I'll have to make the fence good at the end. Yeah, do that. It's on good solid ground, isn't it?
Mm.
They put theirs there. So I think that, yeah. I mean, I prefer that if you're okay with it.
That'd be the better option for me.
Do that. It's got to be right, hasn't it? Okay. Right, so really, a 6x6 then.
Right, we've had a little bit of a move around. It's beginning to look a little bit like a kitchen.
Hello. Got a telly.
We've got a telly.
We have a willow. We have a TV.
We've got somewhere to sit and eat.
Yes, finally, after what, 3-4 months?
Yeah. Yeah. Still, I mean, we haven't done bad, have we?
No. No.
At least I've got a cooker now. I just need to wipe down the fridge.
Yeah.
And you've got all your tools in here now.
Well, yeah, and I'll need a day of reasonable weather because
We've ordered the shed.
ordered a shed,
We've ordered a shed.
which will be good. I can get this lot out of the home and just bring stuff in as I need it. There's still 3 months of work to do. You know.
Shh.
I know.
No.
But
Lie to me.
there's about 5 days of work. About 3 months, maybe 4. But at least we can see some light at the end of the tunnel, I think.
Yeah.
So all this lot here, these are the tools. I'll have a good tidy, then go in the shed. My timber's out there for the frame, the base. We know where it's going to go, bottom of the garden.
Yeah.
Might need some help putting the shed together, but I'll ask Andy, if you watch it. Yeah. So that's gone really well, that wall. So you just need final wipe down, rub down, sand down, final undercoat, and then you can put your black paint on. But I've got your little frame to make, haven't I?
Yeah. Yes.
But, yeah. So it is Sunday the what? I don't know what date it is.
Hang on.
Well,
9th.
so Sunday the 9th. It must be around about 4ish, so
3:15.
we'll get, so that's okay, we'll get this edited and uploaded.
Yeah.
Yeah, bit of movement on the house.
Getting there, we're getting there. Alright, thanks so much for watching. Oh, we'll see you on the next one.